Welcome guys to another video. Today I'm very excited to finally introduce my next replica. This is the Carnival Jubilee. So I'm very excited to introduce this project. If you've been following my channel for a little bit, you know I've been teasing this for a little bit now in the past few videos, but I'm finally ready to introduce her. And so here she is. So again, this is the Carnival Jubilee. So this will be my next IRL ship after Carnival Panorama, which came out over 2 years ago. Haven't exactly committed myself to a project like this outside of my custom ships, but I'm very excited to finally show off the ship and hopefully be able to finish it within the next couple months. So we can just fly around and show off some of the exterior. As you can see, I've gotten most of the outer exterior done besides the top decks. You can see the stern here. Still a lot of work to do around the ship in terms of detailing and all that. But you can see the lifeboats and the cove balconies down there. You see these lifeboats. I like them. But yeah, so I'll tell you a little bit about the ship. This is the third XL class ship in Carnival. And yeah, I think that this class of ship really impressed me compared to other Carnival ships, and I hope to getting around to doing a actual review video. I want to start doing that because I've been on quite a few cruises, and I think this one might be my favorite ship I've ever been on. And that's compared to Symphony of the Seas, which I was on, but I really think that this is the best ship I've ever been on. But that is enough of the exterior. Now we can start showing off what I've done on the interior. So, not a lot done in terms of entertainment decks, but there are some areas I'd like to show off. But first, before we do that, I'm going to go down here to the rooms. So, we go down to deck 1, and you can see these elevator lobbies. Pretty nice. Little details like that, Fort, you got the even cabins. So this is what a hallway looks like here on the Jubilee. And we can just show off a basic room. And wow, it is dark out there. Alright, so this is a room. You got your bathroom, and then you got cabinets, a mirror, TV, shelf, couch, and then the bed, and then a nice little painting back there. And then you got your curtains. And so yeah, that is a basic ocean view room. Now, I believe the interiors are the same, or maybe they're different. No, the bed positions are different. Right, alright. So the beds in the interior rooms are placed on the back wall. So you got your TV here, couch, mirror, and then same bathroom though. I will say the rooms on this class of ship especially are very nice compared to the other Carnival classes, because if you know something about Carnival and their rooms, in most of their ships they use a really weird salmon color for the walls, and it's just not that good of a look. But these are different. They're a little more modernized, which is nice. So deck 5, there's stuff to show up on this deck, or show off on this deck. If we can go down here, I believe through here. No, oh, that's wrong. Hold on. Let me fix this real quick. Turn this into a how to build the Carnival Jubilee video. Alright. There we go. So, my fault. I believe it's this one down here. So very long corridors. No, it wasn't. I was wrong. Okay, I'm lost. Hold on. Let me turn on super speed. Get down here. Ah. It's here? Wait, is it on deck 1? Oh, it might be on deck 1. Oops, sorry, I don't really know this ship very well. There it is. Alright, I finally made it. This is Camp Ocean. Alright, so this is Camp Ocean. So you have turtles, ages 0 to 1, penguins, 2 to 5, stingrays, 6 to 8, sharks, 9 to 11. So, it's Camp Ocean. You got Dr. Seuss Bookville over here. Just, you got, bookshelves, some seating, some cool art on the wall. And then in here, it's just, a classic kid's place. Definitely interesting that they put it all the way down here on this deck, but I'm sure it's fine. And then you got, you got your toys, seating, benches, cool stuff to hang out in. And then you got your, PlayStations over here. And then you got cool little things on the wall so you can, like, sit in here, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, that is Camp Ocean. So now we can move on to, is it on this side of the ship? It is. Alright, this is the Family Harbor Lounge. Actually, no, the Family Harbor cabins are on the other side. Or maybe they're not. Can I get through here? Yeah, okay, I'll have to change that. That's on the wrong side of the ship. These are the Family Harbor lounges, or lounge rooms. They're not very different. They're slightly different, I guess. It's the same concept. You just got different hallways, different carpet. And then you also get the benefit of being able to not do this, go into here. So this is the Family Harbor Lounge, which I believe actually they're getting rid of on the newest XL class ships. Yeah, won't see me blink at that, but yeah, it's the Family Harbor Lounge. I don't know. It's neat, but yeah, it's here. All right, so now that we're done with that, we can. Please tell me this is the front of the ship. No, it's not. All right, wonderful. All right, now we can move up. Now we can go on to the entertainment decks. Finally. Enough with the rooms. All right, over here, this is the fitness center. This is pretty much all this is the spa area. Down here too. And up here as well. But now we can move on to the actual area. This is Grand Central. So we can walk through here. And you've got this nice hallway. There's a nice little mural, like a bronze mural of the ship. But it's kind of hard to show it off, so I just put a little design there. So here, this is the Punchliner Comedy Club. Not sure why I don't have a sign up, but yeah, it's the comedy club that's aboard every ship. Punchliner Comedy Club. So they host events in here like comedy, but also karaoke nights. You got your drink station back there. So they have people that come around and take your orders, which is nice. Yeah, nice area. Pretty basic, a lot of seating, and yeah. Now we can move on over here to the Piano Bar 88. So this is a piano bar that's aboard every cruise ship ever. So yep, you got the bar, you got the piano. It's a piano bar. Yeah, pretty fun though. It's a nice area. It's relaxing because it doesn't really get too packed in here very often. So it's a nice place to just come and unwind. Like 30 minutes before dinner. But yep, now we can move on. So this is the actual Grand Central place. I'll go over here though because I got the nice little sign saying Grand Central. So this is the Atrium, or the lobby, or just Grand Central on Carnival Jubilee. So as you can see, not done, not even close, but you get the basic premise of it. You get the basic shape. So you got your giant window here, which is it's quite neat on sea days when they don't have an event going, and the curtains are pulled back, and you just got a nice big view of the ocean. It's nice when you're walking by up here on upper deck, so you can just look out. It's neat. So over here is a bar. Don't quite remember the name of it, and I haven't written it down. But it's like the Skybridge Bar or something. But it's neat because you got this little translucent bridge up here. And then you got this giant like LED blue like screen that comes up and comes over. It's pretty neat. And then you got this little platform here for seating. But now we can show off, some of the more finished areas over there. But you got this bar. It's a work in progress. But this is the Java Blue Cafe. So this is the main sort of cafe, coffee, breakfast area. So, yep, if you like coffee, this is a place for you. I'm not a coffee guy, but I'm sure it's good. But, yep, and then you also have seating. And, yep, giant menu. And you got a fridge over here that has a bunch of drinks. And then that leads us to cherry on top, which is the candy shop, which is very interesting. I don't know. I've never been big on candy, but I guess it's neat. You can get a ton of candy for pretty cheap. I've gotten it once or twice on Carnival ships before. But, yeah. Candy on Shop. Great place. Great, great place. So here, this is all just seating, and then you've got these pillars with these TVs on them, which is neat. And then over here, that leads us to the Golden Mermaid, which is actually the first thing I did on this ship when I was building. Didn't finish it, but it's nice. And it's one of the things I really like about this class of ship is the amount of areas that span 2 decks. Like open areas. If you've seen my customs, you know I love doing that. I love open areas. I love, areas that span multiple decks. And this ship does it right. So this leads up to the casino, which is a work in progress. I've got, I've started like this hallway and such. But yeah, this is the Golden Mermaid. It's a nice, they got this chandelier thing that comes down and connects to the bar. And then they got this giant ship model right here, which is really cool. And I'm interested to see if I could ever like get one, because I don't know, I want it. It's cool. All right. Yep, and then you have a seating area here with like a small stage where they have, again, live performers, which is, there's a lot of stages on this ship. Alright, now we can move on. So, this is the start of the Atlantic restaurant, which is the first of 2 main dining rooms aboard the Jubilee. So, you can see the basic premise of it. It goes all the way down here, and it almost connects to the Pacific dining room, which is here, which I'll get to building eventually, but that is for another time. But, yep. Atlantic restaurant, pretty basic. It's a cruise ship dining room. And then you got this nice hallway here with some seating and some cool designs going over the ceiling. That leads us to the second place with the hallway here. It's like it's like the reef area under the sea, something. I don't know. I should probably know what the zones are called, but I don't. But again, another example of the area spanning 2 decks. You got this nice staircase here. Which leads us up to the Alchemy Bar, which is almost finished. But, yep, you got a nice Alchemy Bar that overlooks the Dr. Ink's PhD bar, which I'll get to that in a second. Over here, Limelight Lounge. Have not started it yet, but I don't think it'll take much time to build. It's pretty simple. There's a bar here, you got booths back here, and you got a stage. And then this place also transforms into the nightclub at night. So I think after 11 p.m. or something, it transforms into a nightclub. And yeah, it's interesting. It's an experience. It's definitely an experience, but yeah. All right, now we can move on. So again, the Dr. Ink's PhD bar, it's very neat. They've got some creative drinks here, man. I will say there are some interesting drinks. Really good though. Very good. I was impressed, and they got really nice workers here too that are very enthusiastic about making the drinks, and it's just a fun experience overall. But yeah, now you got some nice windows back here with some seating to come, and then you've got the actual like under the sea part. So these are like LED screens that display what like under the sea would look like an animated form. It's neat, and then you got these giant strips going all the way down, which it will definitely change, but we'll get there. Over here, this is the Bistro 717, so this is you gotta pay for this. Unfortunately, I didn't get it when I was on Jubilee, but I've heard it's good. I've heard it's worth it. So maybe next time I'm on Jubilee or any of the XO ships, I'll have to try it out. But, yep. And then again, another stage here. They've always got people performing here. It's, yeah, a lot of stages. And then you have another staircase, which is nice. It's nice having a lot of staircases. And then back here is just the entrance to the Pacific dining room. And then you also have another staircase right here. So, yep, here, this is going to be the steakhouse. Back here, I believe, is just crew. No, this is Carnival Kitchen, right? They got the cooking classes here. It's interesting. I never saw anybody in there when I was on Jubilee, but I'm sure it's used. Yep, back here. Yep, we got a lot of kitchen area, galleys, and crew stuff. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all I've done so far. It's not a lot, and it's very messy. Again, I am not the most organized builder. I build what I want when I want to, this is what happens when I do that. So, yeah, I'll get around to building more, and we will have more episodes on this ship, and then of course the official release. So, I'm trying to think if I missed anything. Don't believe I did. Alright, let me get up here to the bow so I can end this off. Alright, so again, I was very excited to introduce this project. I'm excited for the future of this. I believe it has potential to be my best ship. And yeah, that doesn't mean I'm gonna stop my other projects. It just I can multitask. It just depends on, you know, what I want to work on and what I want to work on and when I want to. But yeah, so again, part two, um, it's gonna be a big one. I promise there's gonna be a lot of. I'm gonna focus in on the main areas such as like the theater, casino, and dining rooms. I'm gonna try to get those done before releasing the second part. But until then, we'll just have to see. Um, I'll have to build it, of course, but I'll get there. Anyways, that is it for this video. If you guys did enjoy, of course, leave a like, comment, subscribe. Be sure to stick around. You know, I got more content like this, and I will have more content on this ship coming out soon. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.